guys, ShartimusPrime here, doing another DC Multiverse 3-in-1 action figure review. Today we're going to look at the DC Multiverse Two-Faces Batman. We have Animal Man and Red Tornado. I got to give a big thanks to McFarlane Toys for making this review possible and sending out these samples to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from McFarlane Toys, be sure to check them out. Link is in the description below. And this Red Tornado right here is the one that I am most looking forward to. I'm also happy to have Animal Man. The Two-Faces Batman is interesting. I got a lot of Batman, so hey, why not add Batman? And these two are gold label. This one's not. I don't even know what gold label means anymore, to be honest with you. It says Red Tornado, and each of their names on the side. The Human Zoo right there for Animal Man. And then on the back, you get some nice looking artwork for each of the characters. The Michael Turner, man, may he rest in peace. Oh, dude. And then on the side, you can see their names written right there. You get windows that creep up at the top. Not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And if you're trying to get your DC Multiverse figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's all three figures out of the packaging and not looking too bad. I gotta say, I like these figures. I'm actually liking the Two-Face Batman more than I thought I was going to. There's some really nice details in that head sculpt that are very, very cool, but I do have my gripes with that figure. I so far have the least amount of gripes with the Red Tornado. That figure looks so sick. Anyway, let's get into it. We'll go over these one by one. Let's start with the Two-Face Batman. So just looking at the Two-Face Batman, and I think this looks really cool. I really like it. For the most part, the paint apps are very clean on this figure. However, I do have my gripes with the paint apps. There's nothing really on the red sections. On some of the black areas, we do get some blue over it, and it does look cool when it's there, and I really love how the left side of his face looks over. I'm like, holy crap, that looks freaking awesome. You know, it just looks great. But I just wish we had more parts with the blue on it, and I do think that does look very, very cool. Nice clean lines throughout, you know. You might find minor splotching of some kind here and there, but really, it's very clean. Looking at the cape right over here, when you look at the cape back here, that looks very cool. And I'm fairly certain this body mold is reused from the Batman Hush body mold, and it, you know, it works, it's sufficient. But you can see, we get the nice blue paint right over here on the torso, and the logo does look very cool over there. Again, I just wish we had a little bit of black paint for some definition. I do like how it goes to a glossy red over here. Swapping the hands did require me to heat them up with this particular figure. I felt like it was just a little bit tricky swapping them out. But yeah, I wish we'd gotten more blue paint, like on the arm right over here a bit, or somewhere on the legs, you know. But then it does this thing again where it switches to the gloss, and I do like that because it does break things up. See the cape again underneath right over there, and then you get the glossy red for the boot right over here. He does come with 3 sets of interchangeable hands, so you get the fist hands right there, and you have gun holding hands right over here, which he does not come with a gun, and then he has a wide open hand, and then another wide open hand with a coin in there. And of course, he comes with your standard issue trading card, which, yeah, you can see a lot of the blue right over there, and then you can see a read-up over here on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now, and of course, he comes with your standard issue DC Multiverse stand, or all 3 of them do. So I like this Animal Man figure. I do prefer the more contemporary look, but I think this is fine too, and I'm happy to have the character in figure form. I think the blonde hair looks really good. I like how the paint's mixed in there, so they did a really good job with that. The head sculpt overall, I do like very much, and I'm not sure if this is Booster Gold's body, but we've seen this buck several times. The paint looks very clean, but when you bend back right here, you can see where it stops with the A and everything. But yeah, can't really complain too much about the paint apps. Again, I like shadowing effects, so we have all this orange over here with no shadowing effect. Would have been nice to see a bit of that going on over here. So mostly an orange figure. I prefer the jacketed version. And then, yeah, you can see that we have these boots reused over here. And you have these little, you know, this little decorative pattern. Which looks a little thin in some parts, you know. So, yeah, I don't hate on this or anything. I just like the other version a little bit more. I don't know, I'm a little bit more interested in this version right over here that they actually show on the trading card and everything with the jacket and stuff. Then there's read up over there if you want to pause it right now. Then he comes with interchangeable hands. So he has the fist hands right there. He does come with his flat hands. So you could have him fly with his flat hands. And then you can see he has his claw right over here looking really, really good. And yeah, I think this is pulled straight from an iconic cover. I really love the paint on this, and I really like how it's sculpted right here too. You also get a weapon holding hand for the left side, and then he comes with his pet Wolverine. Don't remember the name of it, but yeah, it looks really, really good. I think this looks fantastic. I wish they painted the claws right over here, but still, I do like the Wolverine. No articulation. The inside of the mouth looks really good though. Very realistic looking, and I like the eyes right there. It looks crazy, as a Wolverine should. Bub. And then we have Red Tornado, which is the one I was looking forward to the most. And to be honest with you guys, I do remember reading books with Red Tornado in them, but for whatever reason, or probably just me not reading enough books with him in it, I'm just more familiar with the character from the Justice League cartoon. That's where I think I have a lot of memories of the character, but I also do remember reading him in the books. I think this figure came out looking really good. I love this head sculpt. The gold paint looks really good. Goes all the way through to the back. I love the cape with the red trim right over here. When you're taking this out of the packaging, you definitely want to turn and curl the cape in so that you don't scrape the sides of it as you pull it out of the plastic. So just be wary. We get the pins right here, but they are painted on very nicely. So the gold looks great. No shading or anything on the red portions. You can see the big old T right there. And the gold's painted all the way through, even into the ABS that's inside this. I'm not certain about that, but when the plastic changes, it got a little bit of the gold treatment in there, and that makes me happy to see. And then you can see the belt right there and the legs. Yeah, so the pins stick out, but they're painted over. Doesn't bother me as much when it's painted over. Boots look pretty good right over here. Again, gold's fairly consistent throughout on the figure. Just looks awesome. You can get a nice look at the cape from a little bit farther away right over here, looking pretty sweet. Then he does come with his own trading card, of course. We saw the art of the late Michael Turner, looking very, very cool. There's a read-up right here on the back if you want to read it. Go ahead and pause it right now. And he comes with the fist hands, and he comes with his flat hands right over here, and he comes with his Red Tornado, which is the same tornado effect that we saw with Cyclone from the Shazam Fury of the Gods movie wave, and I don't mind that they reused this. Little tip to make it a little bit more fun posing the figure around and taking photos, if you just try to crop out the very bottom of the tornado, it just looks a little bit cooler to me. And I like how it's, you know, translucent. You can shine light through it if you want and stuff. It's pretty dope, man. I do like this accessory. So I'm not going to go through a thorough articulation segment for you guys. You know how it is with these DC Multiverse figures, but I do love that Red Tornado's head could look all the way up. I have a little bit of a harder time to get Animal Man's head to look up as far as Red Tornado's head. But to measure them out, you can see Red Tornado and Animal Man are standing closer to the same height, just a bit over 7 inches tall. Then we have the very huge Batman Hush body mold right over here, making Two-Face Batman stand the tallest. To the top of those ears, just under 8 inches. Damn, that body mold's too big. Problem with McFarlane Toys figures is the scaling. That is an issue. I hope they get better at it soon. Oh, and the little Wolverine dude, I gotta measure him out too. He's standing just around 2 inches tall, and I don't know, we're looking at about 5 inches across. And just for a few size comparisons here, I wanted to show off the Two-Face Batman next to the black and gray version of the DC Multiverse Hush Batman. And then here's Animal Boy next to Blue Beetle. I keep thinking of the Ramones song Animal Boy, but yeah, Animal Man, Blue Beetle, almost sharing all the same body parts, right? The legs and the torsos are the same, different heads and different waist pieces right there. And then here's Red Tornado next to Martian Manhunter, and I thought maybe the boots were the same, but nope. They are not the same at all in any kind of way. Damn it, I wish this figure was a little bit taller. Aside from him being short, I really like this figure a lot. He just has got to be a lot taller. And then for another size comparison, just to show off the discrepancies with the sizes of the figures and everything, yeah, this Two-Face Batman is the tallest out of the 5, and then you can see I've actually decided to go with this Return of Superman being the Superman on my shelf, and of course you can see the huge Dick Grayson right over there. There's just too much Dick Grayson. Then here's the 3 DC Multiverse figures next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, Animal Man, could you do fart of a skunk, huh? Whoa. Oh my god. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the future videos. And big thanks again for watching. I certainly do appreciate it. And these figures are really cool, man. I'm pretty happy with them. You know, I didn't necessarily need all three of them, and I'm happy to have the samples, but, you know, to be honest with you, the Red Tornado was a must-get. Like, that's the one that I really wanted out of the three. Animal Man is a little bit of a toss-up, and same thing with the Two-Face Batman. The Two-Face Batman does look cool, though, and I have a whole ton of Batman, so it just depends on how the bank account's looking and, you know, how bad I feel like I need another Batman. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, really, the Red Tornado, man, I highly recommend that one for sure above the other two, but yeah, Animal Man is very cool as well. We get a little bit more accessories than usual with the Animal Man, so I gotta give them all three different ratings over here. Yeah, so for the price point of 25 bucks, that's how much they're priced at, I'm gonna give the Two-Face Batman a Sud rating of...
It's not so bad.
And then Animal Man is gonna get a Sud rating of...
It's not so bad.
And Red Tornado's Sud rating is...
I love it.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at ToyNewsEye.com. And do not forget to stay in touch with me via social media on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
And do not first... Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is my shot.